So our topic here is about the death penalty. Yesterday in the khutbah, I was speaking about that same topic. And I want to emphasize more only on that topic today. Inshallah, our time for now the lecture is after Asr until Maghrib, inshallah. And we have good enough time to justify with the topic, inshallah, until Maghrib. And that's very important topic for us because we as a Muslim, we believe in the law of Allah, batas ng Allah. And if ever any country we live in, they are appreciating some law which is similar to the law of Allah, then we should endorse that, we should appreciate that, and we should advise that yes, it's a good, and we should join the system, we should join the government to approve that law. And that is one of the great law in Islam, in Quran, and the law of Allah, to have a death penalty. Allah said in the different part of the Quran, Allah repeat that in several part of the Quran about the death penalty. Death penalty is life for us. If no death penalty, no security. If no death penalty, no protection. If no death penalty, no one is safe. The death penalty is a law which can give us a life, which can give us a protection and safety and peace. The psychology here, which Allah knows our psychology, the psychology of the human being, the punishment for the heinous crime, it should be very hard. One of the great crime or a sin a human being can do is a murder. A person kill another person. And the verses I read, the last two verses, it is after the incident when one son of Adam, the Qabil, he killed his brother Habil for some dispute. But Habil did not fight back and he was killed by Habil. The Christian, they called, the non-Muslim, the Christian, they call him Cain. And they call Habil is Abil. But we have a name told to us by the Prophet Muhammad is Habil and Qabil. So Qabil killed Habil, and then Allah sent the two birds to teach to Qabil how to bury his dead body of his brother. But that's not the topic here. I explained it in the second khutbah yesterday. But our main topic here, according to the this lecture here, the death penalty law. And that's a law, there's a law, the death penalty law, which actually initiated by the Philippine government. The Philippine government wanted to bring back the death penalty. There are, and that's, we appreciate the Philippine government wanted to bring back the death penalty, but there are some opposition. Some senators, they are talking against death penalty. But there are some who are supporting the death penalty law. We as a Muslim, we should support the government that yes, bring back the death penalty. We are with the government. We want to support the president to bring back the death penalty. Because we are living in this country and we need also safety and protection for us and for our families. For our Muslim brothers and sisters, our communities. So we endorse, yes, bring back the death penalty because death penalty is a protection. If a murderer knows that I will be killed for murdering someone, he will never murder anyone. Or at least he will think 1,000 times. Kung may isang tao gusto patay sa isang tao, kung alam niya na may batas na ito sa bansa na death penalty, takot siya na patay tao. That's what I can explain in Tagalog. If a person knows that this country has a death penalty, he will not kill another person anymore. Or at least he will think 1,000 times, takot siya. He will afraid to kill anyone. Even he afraid to back someone. Because sometimes you hit someone and a person is weak, sometimes he die. Then you're afraid that if I kill someone, I will be killed also. So that's a very important law for every country. For all the world, every country should adopt the law of death penalty. Because there are lots of murder in the world today. The number one country in the world where most of the murder happen is United States of America. Thousands of people killed. Sometimes even the taxi driver are killed by the passenger. The passenger is riding and is a criminal, and he will tell to the taxi driver, give me the money or I'll kill you. Then if you don't give money, he shoot him inside the taxi. Many people in America, they are afraid to be taxi driver because they are killed violently. So murder is very common, the place where there is no death penalty law. But when there is a death penalty law, no one is going to kill. Or at least the murder will be less. Example, if you have no death penalty and in your country the 1,000 murder, after death penalty it will be only 10. You will control the murders. You will control the killing rates. And Allah said here in the Quran, after mentioning the two sons of Adam story, that one brother killed another brother, then Allah said, مِنْ أَجْلِ ذَلِكَ كَتَبْنَا عَلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ مَنْ قَتَلَ نَفْسًا بِغَيْرِ نَفْسٍ أَوْ فَسَادٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ فَكَأَنَّمَا قَتَلَ النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. That if you kill someone, unless it is for the life, or unless it is for the mischief making. The government killed for two reasons. Any government, any law can give the death penalty for two reasons. One is for life, murder. The other one is for mischief making. And I explained yesterday in the khutbah, what is the mischief making? Of course, murdering is mischief. Robbers, the people who are the robbers who make knockout, but with the guns. They tell you, I will kill you if you don't give me the money. So these are robbers. They should have the death penalty. Because they are willing to kill people. If you will give them forgiveness, you let them go. Next day they will go with the guns again. They will shoot people for the money. Rapist is also including in the list of the mischief maker. Because Allah said, those nafsin of fasadin fil ard, making the mischief in the land. So rapists also considered as mischief maker. They are making mischief. They go to the house, they rape the woman. What is the fault of the woman? Nothing. Why they do this? Nothing. They are sick people. They go and rape the woman. If you let them go out, they will rape your daughters again. They will rape your sisters again. They will rape your daughters. I'm saying this word to those people who don't want to give death penalty to the rapist. Like in USA or in England, in some countries, they say we should be merciful not to give death penalty for the rapist. Then I will tell them, do you like a person who raped your daughter and you want him to go out from the jail after 6 years? Then he's going to rape again your daughter. He's going to rape again your sister. So you want him to go out to rape your daughter. So these people are, if you let them go out, they are sick people. They will do rape again. Like there was a time when Estrada was the president. He bring the death penalty for the rapist. I don't know today. But the time of the Joseph Estrada, death penalty was the law for the rapist. And there was some people who were also killed, death penalty. Like in Muntinlupa, there was one man killed for death penalty for the rape. His name was Chagrai. He raped to his apo. Rape na yung apo niya. And then the time of the Estrada, this person was killed in the jail in Muntinlupa. He was killed for death penalty. And this person is very, very sick person. The night, when he was about to kill in the early morning, madaling araw, and they asked him, what is your last wish? What is your last wish? He said he want to watch pornography. What should do with these people? Gusto niya manot ng bolt because he's sick. Even though he's going to be killed now, death penalty for raping his grandchild, and now at the night of the death, he wants to watch the pornography. So that's what happens when people watch pornography. They become like animals, worse than animals. So these people has no choice except to give them death penalty. So not just for the murder, even for the rapists, there should be death penalty. Even for those terrorists who are bombing the malls and schools and buses and public places, the terrorists should be death penalty. Even if terrorist is a Muslim, he is a Christian, he is a Jew, he is a Hindu, he is Buddhist, he is atheist, he is a Filipino or foreigner or whoever. If you get any terrorist, give them death penalty. Patayin mo yung terrorist. government should kill, yung gobyerno dapat patayin yung mga terrorist. Another person in the mischief making in the land is sellers of the drugs. Yung benta ng shabu. Yung benta ng droga. According to the Quran, they are also mischief maker. Gawa ng mischief sa mundo. On the land, they are making mischief. So drug dealers should fall under the death penalty law, according to Islam. The death penalty should be for the drug dealers. Any person who is selling the drugs, he should have a death penalty. But not the drug user, because they are victim. They are victim. The drug user should bring to the rehabilitation. Because if you kill a drug user, he's a victim, a child, a student. He studied in the college and somebody give him drug. And now he becomes drug addict. What should do? Rehabilitation. Bring him to the rehabilitation center. Put him there for 6 months, 1 year, until he will get rid of drugs. So, drug dealers, the drug leaders, the drug lords should put to death by the government. But the drug user, the victims, especially the children, they should be brought to the rehabilitation centers. There should be rehabilitation center. One of the best rehabilitation center I can suggest, especially for the Muslims. If you have a drug user, let him to go to masjid. Stay in the masjid. So he can get rid of his drug habit. He will pray 5 times a day. He will make reading Quran. He will eat in the masjid until he will get rid of drugs. Or you can, rehabilitation center could be barangay halls. Pwede gawa ng rehabilitation center barangay halls. Or the municipalities, there should be some places where people can be rehabilitation for the drug users. But yung benta ng shabu, death penalty. Dapat patayin yung lahat ng benta ng shabu na gobyerno. There should be death penalty for the drug dealers. So these are the list which, according to the law of the Quran, according to the law of Allah, that these people need to be killed. Why? Because they are like cancer. The murderers, terrorists, rapists, drug dealers, robbers, they are like sick people, they are like cancer. Example, if you have a cancer in your body, ano sabi ng surgeon? Tanggalin na lang, kaagad. Kung hindi tanggalin, lahat ng katawan mo maging cancer. If you don't remove the cancer, all your body will get cancer. So this is our community, this country or world, we can save from the cancer if we remove the cancerous people. That's why in Islam there is death penalty. It's like you are removing the cancer from the society. You are removing the cancer from the community. You are removing the cancer from the country. And you are removing the cancer from the world. The one of the example, around 30 years ago. 30 years ago, the Malaysia has too much problem with the drugs. Marami benta ng shabu sa Malaysia. And that time the president was Muhammad Mahathir. His forefather from Pakistan. And his mother was from Malaysia, Malay. So Muhammad Mahathir, he make the batas, the law in Malaysia. If anybody come to Malaysia, bring drugs, death penalty. If anybody bring the drugs, death penalty. If anybody sell the drugs, death penalty. What happened after some time? Only few months or a year, Malaysia becomes zero drug. Wala na drug. So there's a solution. The death penalty is a solution for many, many problems. Just an example, we as a Muslim, we should make a program and we invite the senators. If there is no corona, there is no pandemic, we can invite senators. We can even invite the president of the Philippines or congressmen and mayors and police and military. And we make the symposium, we Muslim. I can speak, we can call other Muslim speakers, and we talk to them that we Muslims with the government to bring back the death penalty. Because it is the safety and protection and life for all the people in the Philippines. And that's my plan was a few months ago to make a big program in SM Arena and to invite the president and senators and the congressmen and PNP and AFP, the police and army, generals and officers from the police and generals from the army, even the chief of the police and chief of the army, But there was started this corona since February, March, so the plan was not pushed through. Now, inshallah, when if we get back the normal conditions, no epidemic, inshallah, then we want to have a big program about this death penalty. We'll invite the President of the Philippines. We'll invite also the senators and congressmen and military chief of the police, chief of the army, and big journals and police officers, mayors, etc., and also the ambassadors from the different country. We make a big program in SM Marina, inshallah, and we will propose that we, all the Muslims, local Muslims and foreigner Muslims, we are with the government of the Philippines, President of the Philippines, that bring back the death penalty. For the murderers, for the rapists, for the drug dealers, for the terrorists, for the robbers, for all those people who are destroying the peace of the world, we want to give them death penalty. And we are with that. And we want to support the government for that. And that's what the Quran said. Not just Allah said, إِنَّمَا جَزَاءُ الَّذِينَ يُحَارِبُونَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ يَسْعَوْنَ فِي الْأَرْضِ فَسَادًا. Allah said, surely the punishment for those who are making mischief in the earth. They are waging war with Allah and His Messenger, and they are making mischief in the earth. Gawa ng fitna, gawa ng fasad. What Allah said, أَن يُقَتَّلُوا, kill them. Allah is giving the law to the government. Any government, kill them. أَوْ يُسَلَّبُوا, or crucify them. So crucifixion is also method to kill gradually. So people can see that this terrorist or this drug dealer or this rapist or this murderer is killingly publicly. So you may crucify them. But the third punishment is less than murder for those who are not involved in a high mischief, but they are also a big evil. And Allah wants them to be a lesson for the others not to do. So Allah said, cut their limbs from the opposite side. And the fourth punishment for the lowest crime of lowest kind of mischief, أو ينفوا من الأرض, bring them out of the community, kick them out, palayas, exile them. Where to exile them? Maybe deport them if they are foreigners, and if they are locals, send them to the mountains. They are not deserved to live in the community. For example, somebody lives in your community and he is mischief maker, he is a rapist, he is terrorist, he is murderer. The first option is to kill them. But not by ourselves, but through the police, through the court. Even the police is not allowed to do this unless they bring to the judge, and judge have the witnesses, and if he is guilty to murder, give him death penalty. But if the person is mischief maker, but he was not killing someone, but has so many bad intentions, then the lowest punishment in the Quran, أَوْ يَنْفَوْا مِنَ الْأَرْضِ, exile them. So if, example, a foreigner is planning to do some evil here, some mischief here, he has planned to do destruction here, deport them. And if he's a local, he's Filipino, okay, exile them. Where to exile? Sa bundok. Send them in the mountain area. Send them in a desert. Send them in a jungle. Because he is like animal, he's worse than animal. He doesn't deserve to live together with humans. So these are the punishments mentioned in the Quran for the murderers and for the mischief makers. And Allah said also Quran, in the same verses which I should mention here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that if you kill an innocent person, فَكَأَنَّمَا قَتَلَ النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا, that as you kill the whole mankind. Kung patayin mo isang inosente, parang patay ka ng buong katawan. Parang patay ka na lahat ng tao sa mundo. So killing innocent is a great sin in Islam. It's a very big sin to kill an innocent human being. And Allah considered it as killing the whole mankind. And وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا, and whoever save one life, as if he saved the whole mankind. So I said yesterday, the doctors, the hospitals, the clinics, they should save the lives. And they should not be look after the money. That if you have no money, I don't like to treat your patient. It is injustice, it is zulm. It is very ugly for a doctor not to treat the patient because he has no money. And that's happening here, especially in the Philippines. People are selling very expensive medicine to make it very difficult for the people to afford medicines. For example, we import our company, we are importing an antibiotic called ceftriaxone, 1 gram. We import from China, we get a small profit, we sell it 12 pesos. Our brand name is Rofin. We sell 12 pesos. We give it to the distributor, big distributor, he says he supply whole Philippines. We import 1 million vials. But unfortunately, there is another brand which is very well known. Our brand is Rofin, only 12 pesos. But there is another brand which is very popular from the company Roche, his company from Switzerland. Selling of that brand in Mercury, 1,295 pesos. Can you imagine this? 12 pesos our product, same brand, same generic, different brand, Rofin. But another brand, same generic, ceftriaxone, Rosefin, 1,295 pesos in Mercury drug. Can you imagine this? How many percent? 10,000%. 12 is to 1,295. But the problem, when we sell it very low price, distributor give to another distributor, another distributor, another distributor. When it's reached to the hospital, it becomes very expensive because no price control. So we also suggest that the government should make the law to control the price. The medicine prices should be controlled. Otherwise, people will be having a hard time to get medicine. And hospital prices should be controlled. Hospitals are like, murdering people. So much expensive. Imagine you bring your patient to the hospital in emergency. Now how much is the bill for 3 days? 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 100,000. Now how this poor person will pay? Sometimes 500,000, 1 million. A small operation, the doctor charging 200,000. Subhanallah, the doctor become like businessman. They don't mind the life saving, but they mind to make money. If you ask the student, why you like to become doctor? He say, too much money there. So doctor, they want to become doctor just for money, subhanallah. But what Allah said, if you save the life of one human being, you save life the whole mankind. That's we should do. We should work for Allah to save the lives of the people. Like I said about the lawyer, many lawyers are liars. Because if you give money, even the murderer, they want to save him. And innocent, they want to punish him. Before the time there was a time when you used to buy a lawyer. Give money, buy the lawyer. And he will do everything. Kahit masama, kahit mabuti, kahit masama, gagawin niya lahat. Yung lawyers. He will sell himself. You can buy the lawyer. Today is a different time. Now, people, they don't buy the lawyer. They buy the judge. Judge for sale now. You can go, money, give judge, he will make decision what you like. So now, not only you buy lawyers, people are buying the judges also. So the government should have a very strict law. The lawyer, he cannot, if he know that he is a murderer, he should not protect him. And he should not punish, he should not make the false witness to punish an innocent. And there should be a strict law against the corruption. The judges are selling themselves, they are changing decision because of the money. Those judges should have a punishment. Then they will afraid and they will do the justice. So these are the issues which is also related to our topic. And it's now 6 o'clock already. Inshallah, I can go on and I can open the question answer session. So while there is question answer, I can make more explanation. Whatever the points are remaining, I can still talk also. You can move it, don't fix it. It's very noisy. Close one fan. The other one is okay. One more close. Remove this one. It's very noisy. Okay, this one is okay. Okay, so now you can have a questions. While I'm answering, I can have more points because before Maghrib, we should finish, inshallah. And after Maghrib, take out those people I want to help. We want to help for the some rice and some milk for the children. Beside that, those who are all the others, all of the people here, we suggest after Maghrib, take out your food and then go home, because we are in a lockdown now, the MECQ. We should respect the law and we should respect the government. They make the law, so we follow the government, and the government is doing for our benefits. So their intention is to protect the people, even though if it is needed or not needed is regardless. But the intention of government is good, so we follow that through. So we suggest after Maghrib, everybody should take out the food and bring home your food and eat. We don't want any gathering, any more people to be here. And then everybody should go after Maghrib, inshallah. Isha, those who are living nearby, they can only pray Isha. The rest must be leave after Maghrib, inshallah, and pray home. So you will not be also problem with your curfew, because if you go after Isha, definitely it's already curfew time. 8 o'clock is curfew. So we are recommending, and I am commanding here, those who are from the other places, after Maghrib, uwi na kayo lahat, dadalhin na lang pagkain. Okay, inshallah. So any question I can answer while I can make more explanation, inshallah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. The women can ask a question, the men can question. Anybody want to question? Go ahead with your question, inshallah. Wa alaikum salam.
How about their wife, they have a relative, this person is a drug user, then this drug user is injured, then they want to dare to fight with a Muslim. Then, paano po kung i-defense niya yung kanyang pamilya o self-defense niya ito to protect his family? Kung sakaling mapatay niya po yung drug user na yun, mapapabilang po kasi kung meron na pong death penalty na ipinasa po ng...
Okay. In the Philippine law or kahit saan sa buong mundo, in Islamic law, self-defense, no punishment. Because if you are protecting your family, self-defense, no punishment. Even Islamic law, kahit Philippine law. But if you are try to stop him, maybe injured him only, not necessarily to kill him, but if ever he is killed while defending your family, what you should do to protect yourself, call the police right away. Okay? That is very, very important, because we're living in under the law. Example, kung may self-defense ka, na yung pamilya mo, tapos papatayin mo dahil sa self-defense na isang tao, because, masamang tao, murderer siya or drug user siya, gusto niya na papatayin yung pamilya mo. So, mag-self-defense ka, and alimbawa, patay na yung tao dahil sa self-defense mo, first thing you do, call the police. Sabihin mo sa police, ano nangyari. So, police can make record, so wala na problem. Once you make witness the police, then you are already safe, because the police can make report that you did the police report and you did the self-defense. But if you make self-defense, tapos takas ka na yun, you become criminal. So wag na takas, just call the police, report to the police that this happened, this person is want to kill your family, so you make self-defense, no problem. No government will give you blame for this. And not even the Islamic law have any blame for this. Because Islamic defense law also, self-defense, it's a act of great act in Islam to protect your family. The Prophet Muhammad said, if someone is protecting his family and his property, and if he is killed, he is martyr. And if he kills somebody while protecting his family, no sin, because we need to protect our families all the time.
For the death penalty, is okay lang po na ipapasa po siya ng Islamic kung sakaling yung batas ng non-Muslim is pwedeng siyang maging bias sa mga hindi na patungkol.
Okay, if the non-Muslim law has no death penalty, we cannot impose, because we are living under death law. Okay? But we can suggest them. But the good thing, like Philippine government, gusto nila balik yung death penalty, we should support the government. But if the government has no death penalty, we can propose, suggest. So we have some Muslim senator or congressman, they can suggest that there should be death penalty. Suggestion. And even as we are NGO, we are Islamic Dawah Center, we can also suggest to the government. But the good thing, the Philippine government want to bring the death penalty. Like there are many senators like Manny Pacquiao, he said okay death penalty. But some senators say no death penalty. So we should support government dapat may death penalty. Okay? Yes. Walaikum salam.
Isa sa mga number one na problema ng mga katulad ng binanggit ng brother, yung justice. Kasi dito sa Philippines, nabibili na yung justisya. Kung ako, example, yung mayaman, rich people, innocent, nagiging
Criminal. Yeah. That's the problem.
yun ang nangyayari.
Yeah. Because the justice system, sorry to say, is not very good in Philippines also.
Sa isang banda siya, parang minsan, mas maraming mamamatay. I think kung yung mga, dahil sa mga rich people din na mga kumukontrol sa dahil yung mga innocent, nabibili nga yung justice.
Yeah, that is the problem. That's why I said, yung mga lawyer, dapat meron silang self-respect. Yung mga lawyers, they should be self-respect. The judges should have a self-respect. They should have a conscience. They think that I cannot do injustice. I cannot support the injustice. Now what happened? The rich murderer. A rich is a murderer, but he can buy a lawyer. He can buy even a judge. But the poor, no money to get a lawyer. Nothing can do. The rich, the lawyer can make false witness, false documents to free the rich person. And the poor, even he is innocent, parusa na siya. So that is the problem with the justice system because of the lawyers. Today the good lawyer, he can save the criminal. And the good lawyer who can punish the innocent, subhanallah. But in Islam, the good lawyer protect the innocent and the good lawyer punish the criminal. That is Islam says. So the lawyers, the doctors, they should have a conscience. They should think for the good and not think for the money. But today the doctors are for sale. Lawyers for sale and even judges for sale. You can buy a judge also. So justice system very strong should be. The government should make it strong the justice system. The lawyers and judges, if they do wrong, they should be punished also. But there are many good judges. There are many good lawyers in Philippines also who are supporting the justice and who are against the injustice. So others who are not good, they should follow the good judges and they should follow the good lawyers. And we as a Muslims also, we should also bring our children to make them doctors and lawyers to help people. To help people also. And we can help people in other fields also, like engineer or scientist or whatever other fields. We should educate our children to go in those fields and to help to the people for the sake of Allah. And that's a mission of our life, to be beneficial for the human being. To be beneficial for the human being. Okay, inshallah. Yes. Yes. Inom ng alag is no more already. Very small na lang, no more. Kahit sa Philippines, kahit sa buong mundo. All world, nobody is drinking now. I think 90% alcohol is no more. The bars in the world closed. So I think the corona is not totally destructive. Corona has so many good benefits. Everywhere is cleaning now. Any place you go is clean. People are cleaning. No more drug dealing. No more the selling of alcohol. No disco, no clubs. So many bad things are already reduced. So Philippine country is lawful to drink. But in Islamic law, the drink is unlawful. So we Muslims, we don't drink. And the punishment in the drinking is in Islamic law is palo, lashes, weeping. But in Philippine law, there is no punishment. But if you are drunk and you make magulo, then punishment in the Philippines. So better not to drink, because so many accidents happen because of drinking. So many murder happen because of drinking. So many rape happen because of drinking. So drinking and drugs also cause many crimes. So drug addict will kill people, rape women also, do bad things also, mischief making. The same with the alcohol, and the punishment in Islam is palo, weeping. But in Philippine law, there is no punishment for drinking. But if you are drinking and you drive, the first thing police will suspect is drunk. So lahat ng police, if you are accident, if you are drunk, kulong. So there is a punishment for the Philippine, for the drunk if you're driving. If you're driving while drunk, you have a punishment in the jail. And there is some punishment like months or years, I don't know about that. But may prison. Sa drunk tapos drive. Okay. But sa batas ng Islam is palo. But batas ng Philippine is kulong kung drive ka ng lasing. Okay? Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Mayaman, na nagiging tama sila dahil sa kayamanan nila. Parte po ba ng terrorism?
No, it's called injustice. It's injustice. But if they are safe here, this court here, if they are safe here because of the money, may another judgment day on the day of judgment, araw ng paghukom. Hindi sila ligtas dun. So kung hindi sila parusa na yun, sa kabilang buhay may parusa nila. So Allah will give justice because Allah said, Allahu ahkam al-hakimin. He is the best of the judges. Siya yung pinakang justice na judge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you can save yourself because of the money, but there is another court, araw ng paghukom, you cannot save from Allah, the judge. Allah is the best of the judge. So Allah will judge those people who are saved themselves because of money and they are punishing to the poor. Allah will judge between them on the day of judgment. Okay. Yes.
Yung sakali siya mapapasa yung death penalty, suggestion lang.
Yeah.
Na inshallah, magkaroon ng for the security of the Muslim people.
Yeah.
Magkaroon ng parang mga lawyer, parang sa mga Muslim na.
Yeah, the Muslims should have go to the Muslim, we should bring our children to make them lawyers or doctors or some other fields to help everyone, Muslims and non-Muslims. Because if you help the non-Muslims, it's the way of dawah. If you are a Muslim doctor and you are treating a Christian patient who is poor for free, what the Christian patient will think? Islam is good, Muslim is good. So we can, even if the children are going to the sports with the intention, I want to become a good footballer, then I want to give a good name to Islam. Possible also. Okay? I'm a Muslim, so I want to be a great footballer to give the good name to Islam. So your playing football become good also because your intention, I want to give the good name to Islam and I want to give good name to Muslims. So you can go to the sports with that intention, that I want to become a superstar to bring the name of Islam. Because when you're a superstar, you can make dawah to many people. You can speak on the media and you give dawah to the people. So you can reach to the millions. So your intention is very important. I want to become doctor to help humanity for sake of Allah. I want to become lawyer to save the innocent and to punish the criminals for the sake of Allah. I want to become a sportsman, footballer or another sports to become, give good name to Islam and to make dawah. So you can intention all the time, good intention for all your ambitions and everything become ibadah for you. Ibadah for us. Amin. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Sorry?
Hindi naman po against the death penalty. Pero parang hindi maganda po government kasi issues.
Sino?
Yung government po hindi bumabatay sa Quran at saka sa Hadith.
Hindi na, this is our topic. Government gusto death penalty na yon. Hindi mo alam saan ka nakatira sa Amerika? Where do you live? You live in Philippines. You don't see the news. Hindi ka nabasa ng newspaper. The Philippine government gusto nila nang balik yung death penalty. You don't know about this? Where do you live, in the mountain? Hindi na, gusto nila, gusto ng Philippine government. That's what I'm talking about. Government ng Philippines, President of the Philippines, he want to bring back that penalty. And many senators agreed, but many senators opposing. That's what the news. Before the pandemic, that was the issue. Like Senator Manny Pacquiao, he is favored to bring death penalty. So kung gawa ng government yung death penalty, we Muslims should support government. Dapat. Okay, bring the death penalty because it's a good law to protect the people in the Philippines. So that's what our point here, that we want to tell to the government, we Muslims are approving, we Muslims are encouraging your decision to bring back death penalty. You understand? Yung lahat na Muslim tayo, gusto balik yung death penalty. Yan gusto ng gobyerno, balik yung death penalty. Okay, inshallah. Yes, beta. Any question? Yes.
Kanina po, Sheikh, sabi nyo, even the terrorist should have a penalty.
Death penalty.
Sabi nyo po, kahit yung Muslim na terrorist should have a
Yes, I understand. So every terrorist, kahit Muslim, kahit Christian, kahit Hindu, kahit Buddhist, kahit sino man terrorist, he want to kill innocent human being, it is death penalty. Yeah.
how Muslim become a terrorist when he is a Muslim.
Okay, a Muslim cannot be a terrorist. So if a Muslim is terrorist, he is actually not Muslim. Hindi siya Muslim because the definition of the Muslim, the Prophet Muhammad SAW said, a Muslim is the one from his hand and from his tongue, everybody is safe. So hindi pwede isang Muslim terrorist. Kung may isang terorista, sabi na Muslim siya, hindi siya Muslim. Dahil bawal sa Islam na maging terrorist. Example, kung isang tao papunta sa mall, lagay niya ng bomb, tapos sabog, marami patay, bata, matanda, babae. Pwede siya itong Muslim, ginawa ito? Hindi pwede.
Sheikh, yan po yung tanong ko po, Sheikh. Paano po magiging terrorist yung isang Muslim? Kasi sabi niyo po, even a Muslim, Muslim terrorist should have a death penalty.
Okay.
That's the...
My mean to say, if a Muslim, he called Muslim himself. Sabi na Muslim siya, but he is terrorist. So he should be death penalty. But he is not actually Muslim. You are right. He is not actually Muslim, but bilang, ano-anong bilang niya? Muslim, di ba? Kahit sa Philippines, how many Muslim? 90 million Christian, 10 million Muslim. So, bilang Muslim. But he, actually by the definition, hindi siya Muslim. Dahil terrorist, hindi siya pwede Muslim. But tawag siya Muslim. Pangalan niya Muslim. Okay? So, example, it's a right correction also because we are just counting as a Muslim. Muslim by name siya. Pangalan niya Muslim. But internally, hindi siya Muslim. Dahil nasabi ni Prophet Muhammad SAW, the Muslim is the one from his hand and from his tongue, everybody is safe. Kung ikaw Muslim, dapat kapayapaan bigay mo sa tao. Sa kamay mo at sa dila mo. But if you are not giving safety and peace to the people with your hand, with your tongue, then you are not actually Muslim. But of course, pangalan mo Muslim. Alam na tao ikaw Muslim. So we call him Muslim, but he's terrorist, death penalty. Kahit Christian, he is Christian, but he's terrorist, should be death penalty. Kahit sino man, whoever, the Filipino, foreigner, or Chinese, or Japanese, or American, or Arabo, or whoever, basta he is terrorist, we should have the death penalty for him by the government, so the terrorism can stop. It's not just the individual terrorists. There are some terrorists by the government also. Who is the biggest terrorist in the world, whole world, from the last 100 years? Sino yung pinakamalaking terrorist sa mundo for between 100 years? Adolf Hitler. Sino yung number one terrorist? Government, president, Germany. Adolf Hitler, he is the number one terrorist. How many people he killed? Millions. Another big terrorist is Joseph Stalin from Russia. Joseph Stalin. He killed more than 10 million people. Mao Zedong in China, who brought the communism, he killed also millions of people. So there are even the president and prime minister of the countries in the past, they used to kill also. Like when I was making lecture many years ago in the UP, University of Philippines, and the topic was terrorism, and I said, the British is one of the great terrorists in the past. 200 years. British, they go China, they kill people. They go India, they kill people. Spanish also. They come to Philippines, they terrorize the people here in country. It was called Maharlika before. They changed the name to Philippines. They go to Malaysia, the Dutch, they kill people in Malaysia. The British, they go to Australia and they kill the aborigines. Millions of aborigines killed by the British in Australia and New Zealand. The Spanish and Portuguese, they go to South America, in Chile, Mexico, Brazil. They kill millions of people. The British and Spanish and Portuguese, like Christopher Columbus, when he arrived in America, he killed millions of native Indians, red Indians. He killed millions of them. So these were also great terrorists in the world. And all of them were not Muslims. Kahit Christopher Columbus, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin in Russia, Mao Zedong in China. They are the great terrorists and they are not Muslim. Some are Christian, some are communist. So it's only the propaganda against Muslim. We are not allowed to kill an animal without purpose. Kahit hayop. If you kill the cat, the Prophet explained in the hadith, you will go to hellfire. Why you kill the cat? You kill the purposeless a dog, you will go to hellfire. Without purpose, we are not allowed to kill animals also. Even the ant we cannot kill also, if there is no reason. Even we can kill mosquito because mosquito can kill you with the disease, malaria, dengue. We have a purpose, snake, ahas, you can kill because that can destroy, that can kill also. So we have a purpose even to kill the animals. The Prophet mentioned that one lady saved the life of a dog, Allah forgive her all sin, and she will go to paradise. And one another person locked up the cat and cat died, and the Prophet said this person will go to hellfire. Subhanallah. Even to animal we have a protection. How much more for the human being in Islam?